Okay then. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon. Once more. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon, ma'am. Afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Everyone, switch on your video. So Emil, what did we learn in the last class?
Yes, ma'am.
What did we learn in the last class?
And we studied about the functions of leaves.
Okay, wait. Ananda Krishnan, what are the functions of a leaf?
Ma'am, respiration,
Hmm?
respiration, photosynthesis,
One more.
uh,
Starting with
respiration,
T.
transport,
Transpiration.
transpiration.
Very good, very good. So you all have studied. Anybody who didn't submit the activity?
No, ma'am.
Everyone submitted?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
The leaves I didn't submit. Today,
Okay, okay. Those who haven't done it yet, please send it over to me today itself. Okay?
leaves activity.
I'm talking about the leaf, the shading, the pencil shading of the leaf. Okay? Those who haven't come.
Ma'am, you have to send, ma'am, you have to send it through the WhatsApp.
Yes, you have to send it through the
Ma'am,
WhatsApp.
what is the activity?
What is the activity? Who can explain?
Ma'am.
Yes, Altina.
Ma'am,
Yes, Altina.
late and parallel mentioned leaves and should shade it.
We should. How should we shade it? By placing it?
You should take a paper and keep the leaf under the paper and shade it so we can see that veins.
Okay. Understood? Yes.
And we should choose two types of
Two types of leaves. One with parallel venation,
reticulate venation.
one with reticulation.
Parallel venation and reticulate venation.
Yes, yes. And
Ma'am, we have to hold the pencil in a horizontal manner.
yes. Okay, fine. So that is the activity. And those who haven't completed it yet, please complete and send it to me.
Okay,
Fine. Okay. Now, which is the next part we are going to study? Any idea?
Fruits.
Ma'am,
Fruits. Yes. After we have finished the stem, we have finished the leaf, and we have also studied the different types of plants and all. Now, in getting to know plants, getting to know more about plants, we are going to get to know about the roots. I know you're familiar with the roots, you know much more than what I'm going to teach. So, this will probably be like a revision for your. Okay? Yes? Okay, fine. Now, where should we start with? Before that, let me ask a few more questions. What is the the broad green structure of a leaf called? Atul, Atul, what is the broad green structure of a leaf called? What is it called? Atul, do you know the answer?
No, ma'am.
You don't know why? Ashish, what is the answer?
Ma'am, lamina.
Lamina. Atul, what is it called? The
Lamina.
lamina. Lamina. Lamina. Will you forget it again?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now, the part of the leaf that connects it or attaches it to the stem. What is it called? I'll ask. Wait, don't shoot out answers. Ananya Jinto. Tell me the answer. What is the name of the part of the leaf that attaches the leaf to the stem? The small connection part. What is it called? Yes, Ananya? Ananya Jinto?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer? What is the answer? Yes? Ananya? Ananya Jinto, I'm asking you. Then Devika, what is the answer?
Ma'am, petiole.
Petiole. It is called petiole.
Petiole.
Ananya, go through the portion. Okay. Not responding also. Is there any connection problem, Ananya? Anyways, we'll move on to the roots. So, what do you know about roots? I'm gonna ask Sia and Fatima. What do you know about roots? Yes, Sian. Come on. Why you all so dull today? Sian, Fatima, tell me something about roots.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Wait, let her think. Let her try. Yes.
Ma'am, roots collect the nutrients from the soil and give it to the stem.
Yes, very good. Then. What
Roots
else?
absorb water from the soil.
Water and nutrients. Then.
Ma'am,
That's it. Okay, we'll ask somebody else.
ma'am, can I say? Ma'am, can I say?
Wait. Let me see. Aaron. Aaron Anthony. Yes.
ma'am.
What do you know about roots?
Roots. Root
Anything that you know about roots?
absorbs the nutrients, waters, and all from the soil.
Okay. Then. What else?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, can I?
I know you all know the answer. Let's see how many of you know. That's all, Aaron. Let me ask some other person
Ma'am,
then. Smriti, yes.
ma'am, the root, it holds, it, ma'am, it holds the soil near the plant, so where
Firm.
the many plants, soil erosion, it
Yeah.
won't happen.
Okay, so it
Then,
prevents soil erosion. That is your point. Yes,
Yes,
Smriti.
ma'am.
Very good. Now, next, Ananya Vijesh. Yes, you can tell. Next point.
Ma'am, root system consists of like two types of roots, a primary root and secondary root.
Okay, what are primary and secondary roots? Ananya, can you explain that also?
Ma'am, I don't know. I think
Okay, fine. Then, what else? Any other new points other than the absorption of water, minerals, nutrients, the preventing soil erosion? Yes, Risa.
Like the roots are the organs of plant that are that take in water and nutrients into the plant, which allows plants to grow taller and faster, and it avoids or it prevents from soil erosion. And then it I forgot that word, like when landscapes just fall down and like that. Yeah, and it avoids, and the roots hold the soil so that it doesn't have the natural disaster doesn't happen. Yeah, that's all.
Fine. Everyone else, please switch on your video.
Ma'am,
Ravana, wait. Listen. Ravana, Malavika, Devaganga, Ayan, Francis,
Ma'am.
Alina, switch on your video. Everyone, fast.
Ma'am, ma'am, a plant can't grow without the root, right?
Plants cannot grow with the root.
Without
Why? Why,
Ma'am.
Krishnan?
Ma'am. No, ma'am, I don't know why. That's why I am asking you.
Okay. Do all plants have roots?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Generally, all plants have roots, but there are some.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Just a minute, dear. There are some plants called mosses and all. They don't have the root structure basically. You learn more about it. Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes. Who wants to share? Who was calling ma'am?
Ma'am.
Ma'am,
Francis.
Francis, what happened?
Ma'am, I cannot on the video because
Because?
connectivity problem.
What connectivity problem do you have? Your audio is very clear then.
Ma'am, here range is some slow.
Okay, then. Sri Rudra, what about Sri Rudra, Alina, Abhinav, Malavika, Devaganga, Kanish? You'll have to
my video is
the group. and you'll not get attendance also. Please make sure you switch on your video. Yes, Smriti, yes, you wanted to tell something.
Ma'am, there are two types of root, tap root and fibrous root. Like if we observe the leaf venation on the plant's leaf, we can understand whether the root is fibrous or is it tap root.
Okay, fine. So you all know almost everything about root. We'll just have a quick revision of all these things. Okay, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So obviously we are going to learn about the part of the plant called
Root.
roots. Where is the PPT? Can you see the PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let me ask you a very basic question. What is a root? If you get a
It is,
question in the exam, what is a root? What will you write?
it is a part of a plant.
Part of a plant. That is very true. That is a part of a plant.
Ma'am, it is the base.
Sorry.
Ma'am, which transports water and nutrients to other parts of the plant.
So you're telling, I mean, Devika is telling that the root is a part of the plant which transports water and minerals from the soil to the rest of the parts of the plant. Do you agree? You all agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, fine. Smriti, yes.
Ma'am, like the root is the base of the base part of the plant which is under the soil, and it helps to absorb nutrients from the nutrients and water from the soil.
Okay. So according to Smriti, the root is the part of the plant which is present under the soil. Do you agree, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If I say there are some roots that are present above the soil, will you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
And because there are some
Types
trees
of
which are having their roots outside.
Ma'am,
Outside.
Ma'am, like banyan tree.
Very good. So you know extra
I
information.
think so,
Also.
and mangrove plant.
Yeah,
mangrove.
Very good. Very good. Yes. So again, basically, in general, we gave a definition that root is a part of the plant that is present under the ground. Yes, generally we tell it like that. But you should also understand that there are some roots, some plants have the roots above the ground. They are called aerial roots. Note down aerial roots. This is extra information. It's not from your textbook. Aerial roots. AERIAL. Aerial roots. So, what are
Can you tell one more time?
yes? What are aerial roots? Who understood?
roots have their roots outside.
Yeah, Devika.
Ma'am, aerial roots are the roots which are having their roots are outside. That means above the ground.
Above the ground. Okay.
Ma'am, spelling of aerial.
Aerial. AERIAL. Aerial.
ma'am, can you repeat it?
AERIAL.
A-L.
Aerial. So aerial roots are present above the ground level. Not sea level, ground level. Even I was about to say sea level. We study so many things in science and learn that definition in that sense, right? Above the sea level, below.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it comes automatically above the sea level, below the sea level. But here, aerial roots, they are present above
Above
what?
the ground.
Level.
Above the ground level. Very good. And generally, for most of the plants, we tell the root is present under the
Soil.
under the soil or under the ground.
Ground.
But for some plants like banyan tree, like mangrove trees, or for all these, we have the roots above the
Ground level.
Ma'am,
above.
ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes. Who has a doubt?
Ma'am, Smriti.
Smriti. Yes, Smriti. You can ask.
Ma'am, some trees like the badam tree, these trees like partly the root is under the soil, but the other half is above the soil.
Yes.
So how do we mention it? Is it?
Yeah, whichever type of root is present above the ground level, we call it aerial root. Like for banyan tree, we already discussed about the banyan tree, right? Wait, just wait. I'll show the picture. Yes, you see the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
In this, you can see it's a tall, fat tree, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And for this tall, fat tree to stand upright, you need something in the ground. Just as Smriti told us, she gave us she gave us an extra information that the roots prevent soil erosion and also holds the plant firmly there, right?
Yes.
For
Yes,
this
ma'am.
particular tall, fat tree to stand upright there, it needs a root underneath the ground. So, of course, the banyan tree might have the root going deep inside the soil. Along with that, it has, you see the structures in this, right?
Yes,
These
ma'am.
are what kind of roots? What is it called?
Aerial roots.
Aerial roots.
Aerial roots. These roots are above the ground, which can be seen above the ground or above the soil, are known as aerial roots.
Aerial roots.
And the ones below the soil, that present inside the soil or below the ground level, they are known as the normal type of roots.
Normal.
Okay, clear?
Okay, ma'am.
I'll show
ma'am.
some more pictures of aerial roots. See, interesting, no? The
Yes,
roots
ma'am.
seen above the ground level.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So if anybody asks you, are all roots present below the ground or inside the soil? What will you say?
No.
No.
Ma'am,
Some of them are
Them
having
are
the roots above the ground
Above
level
above
and which
ground.
are known as aerial roots.
aerial roots. Very good. Everyone understood that?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Ananya, understood?
Yes.
Ananya, yes. Okay, fine. Now, you already told me about the basic functions of roots. Let's just categorize everything into three main functions. Okay?
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
These are the main functions of the roots. So we have already learned the functions of a stem. We already learned about the functions of a leaf. Now next we are going to moving towards the functions of a
Root.
root. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Smriti.
Ma'am, can you repeat the definition of the root?
Definition of root. It is generally what do we call, what do we tell usually? It's not as a precise definition. We generally tell the root is the part of the plant that is present under the ground.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it not? Yes. Generally we for general purpose we discuss it like that. Root is a part of the plant that is present below the
Below.
ground or underground. Clear, no? Smriti, any more doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, fine. So the functions of the root. Now, the first function, as I told you, is the anchoring. We'll just look at the names and then we'll discuss each of them in detail. The second one is absorption. You already told me absorption of minerals, nutrients, etc. etc. Then you have storage. That is also a function of a root. Okay? Anchoring, absorption, storage. Repeat after me.
Anchoring, absorption, and storage.
Anchoring, absorption,
Absorption,
now we'll
storage.
see what these three are in detail. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Anchoring. Again, roots are the reason plants remain attached to the ground. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is true. They support the plant body as such, ensuring that it stands erect.
Erect.
So again, in this picture, you can see again a big tree. Yes, it is very broad. It has too many branches, too many leaves. Then the tree trunk is too big. So it needs to stand upright. Is it not?
Yes,
Yes,
And
ma'am.
it needs to stand erect in the soil, erect in the ground. Otherwise, if this particular root is not found there, if this tree does not have this root or this part of the plant under the ground, will it be able to stand upright and erect there in the
No,
soil?
ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
Obviously, it will. What will happen to that?
It will fall.
It's fall.
It will fall down. So, in order for any plant to stand upright, to stand erect, you need a what?
Support. Root.
Support in the form of which
A
part of
root.
the plant?
Root.
So that is the first function of the root, which is commonly or generally called as anchoring. What is it?
Anchoring.
Anchoring. So what anchoring means is that the roots, that is a function of the root, obviously. Anchoring is a function of the root. And what anchoring really means is that the root of a plant helps the plant as a whole, that is the tree or the herb or shrub, whatever it is, it helps the plant to stand upright, to stand erect, and provides it support to stand like that, stand upright. Okay?
Okay.
Understand?
Ma'am, anchoring generally means to be
Hold firmly onto that place.
yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Libby. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
The word meaning is hold firmly to that place, but anchoring here in the context of the roots, we say the roots helps in holding the plant upright and erect. It supports the plant in standing firmly in the soil. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, what was the second function?
Absorption.
Absorption. So we'll move on to the absorption part. Yes, absorption. The primary function of the roots is to absorb water and dissolve minerals from the soil. So, in your text, if you have your textbook, please please open and go to page number 57.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you see page number 57, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Can't hear all the yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Everyone
ma'am.
open fast.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Pita, Nihal, Anthony, Devaganga, Kanish, Sri Rudra. Switch on your video. Fast, fast. Fast up. I can't waste my time telling you to switch on your videos every time. Please switch on your videos. Otherwise, you're going to lose your attendance today.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes.
can you show the board?
Yeah, just a minute. We'll discuss this and go to the slides. In figure 7.13, do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Figure 7.13 on the top right corner of a textbook.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Paheli and Bujo, you're familiar with them, right? Your
Yes,
textbook?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, they are your science companions, to be precise. Is it not?
Yes,
Ma'am.
Do you like them?
yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Sometimes a bit naughty like you all. Is it not?
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I think you all that, right? Yeah, 57.
Page number
57. 57. Yes, 57. Page 57, you have figure 7.13, and you can see that Paheli and Bujo, both of them are watering plants.
yes,
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And Bojo and Pahili, both of them are watering plants. The verb that they are doing, the action that they are doing is correct. The same. But they are doing it in two different ways. Bojo is watering some other part of the plant while Paheli is watering some yet another part of the plant. Who do you think is doing it correctly?
Paheli.
Yes,
Paheli.
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 I'll ask. Everybody saw? Everybody thought about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, I want Shravana to answer.
Paheli.
Paheli. Who all thinks that Paheli does it correctly? Put their hands. How many are with Paheli? Paheli's team. Paheli's team. Raise your hand. Okay. Ananya is with Bujo.
No, ma'am, Paheli.
Paheli. Okay. Then Ayush, whose team are you in? Paheli or Bujo? Ayush, are you there? Connectivity issue again. Okay. So if I tell that Bojo is doing it correctly, who would agree with me?
I.
Who is with Bojo? Anyone?
No.
Ashish. Ashish is Bojo's team. Why do you think Bojo is doing it correctly?
Man, it's like money plant, right? It has root outside also.
Oh, so? Oh my god. Then, Ashish,
Yes, ma'am.
explain. I want to know why you belong to Bujo's team.
Ma'am, for it's like money plant.
Hmm.
So roots grow near to the leaf.
Hmm.
So if we are watering it, roots take the water and give to the different parts of the plants.
Okay, okay. I agree to what you told. But for now, for this particular picture, in this particular picture, the roots have not yet grown. Okay? Do you see that? The roots have not yet grown for the particular money plant. If at all it is money plant, I don't know whether it is money plant or not. I consider it generally as a plant. Okay? Whichever plant it is. And again, if you water the leaves or the stem, will the what will the plant be able to absorb the water?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, I'm asking Ashish. I know you all know.
Okay.
Ashish?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay, fine. So Paheli is doing it correctly because she is watering the soil or watering the area where the roots are present. Yes, Ashish, what you told us very, very right. I agree with you. But that happens only when the root is grown. We are talking about the situation today. They don't have the roots near the leaves. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so that's correct. You all have understood that. So from the soil, the water is poured into the soil. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Yes. And in the soil, we have the minerals, you have the other what the other nutrients, then you have the other water materials, the water substances, and these water substances can reach the other parts of the plant
Roots.
only through roots. So that was a second function, that is absorption. See, in this you have a zoomed, you see the slide, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In
Yes,
that you can see a zoomed image of what happens inside the soil. You have the soil particles there, you have the root hairs there, then you have the air spaces there, then you have the water that Paheli and Bujo poured into. Not Bujo, what Paheli poured into. So again, this water has to go through the roots and then only it will reach the stem, the leaves, and the rest of the parts of the plant. Understood? So roots
yes,
help
ma'am.
in the absorption of water and minerals from the soil. Is that point clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what was the first function?
Anchoring.
Anchoring.
Correct.
And
Second function?
Absorption.
absorption.
Very good. Now the third function is
Ma'am,
storage.
Storage. Ma'am, 1 second.
Yeah. You want to write it? Yes.
No.
Yes. I'll read it once more for you. The primary function of the roots is to absorb water and dissolve minerals from the soil. Absorb water and dissolve minerals from the soil. Okay, finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, fine. Now, the next point is storage. I know you know this point also because plants prepare food and store in the form of starch in the leaves, shoots, and roots. Prominent examples include carrots, radish, beetroot, etc. So, what are the examples of underground roots?
Ma'am, carrots,
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 radish,
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 beetroot,
beetroot,
fruit.
ma'am. Then,
Okay, fine. So,
ma'am, onion,
ma'am, sweet,
ginger.
ma'am,
they are the underground stems,
ma'am,
right?
tapioca.
Tapioca. Yes, that's right. Now, when we studied about the when we studied about the leaves, when we studied about the roots, we learned the function of storage. Hmm?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
plants, which part of the plant prepares food for the plants?
Leaves.
Leaves. Devika got confused.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
can you show that?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
I want to ask you something. Yeah, and let me ask someone specifically. Otherwise, Anna, you tell me, in what form does the plant stores the food or the leaf stores the food? Connection problem? Yes, Anna, are you there?
Ma'am,
Hmm?
ma'am, liquid.
No.
Can I?
Ma'am, can I say?
Wait, just a minute. Anna?
Ma'am,
Hmm. Yes. Were you there last class when we discussed about the preparation of food by the leaves?
yes, ma'am.
Yes. They prepare it. I told you that it comes out in the form of glucose, and then plants store it in the form of. I'll give you
Air.
starting with S. No idea?
Ma'am,
Ma'am.
can I?
Let her think. Let her think. Wait.
Mm,
Any idea? I'll give you one more clue. We use iodine to test for this the presence of this substance.
ma'am, salt.
No. Okay, let me ask somebody else then. Geetika, you tell me.
I'm in the form of stars.
Very good. Anna, what is it? In the form of
Salts.
starch. Don't forget it again, okay? Okay, so plants, the leaves specifically prepares the food and stores in the form of starch. Stores in the form of
Ma'am,
Star.
ma'am, I have one doubt,
starch.
ma'am.
Yes, who asked?
Ma'am, Ananya.
Ananya, yes.
Ma'am, some plants go under the soil, right? Like carrot and all.
Sorry, your voice is
Ma'am,
breaking.
some plants grow in the carrots and will grow under it.
Yes.
So, ma'am, where is its root?
That itself is a root. That is what we are talking about. The third function of the root. It is storage. So the food is stored in the root itself.
Ma'am,
Okay?
ma'am,
Yes,
Ma'am, where is its roots?
Time is up. Please ask it out fast. Yes?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
no, ma'am,
so
I'm asking where its roots.
That itself is a root.
Okay, ma'am.
The carrot itself is an underground root. The radish itself is an underground root. Okay?
ma'am.
In the root itself, the food is stored. That's why we eat the root actually of that carrot plant.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, fine. So it's time almost we'll study the rest of the portion, that is the type of the roots and all in the next class. Okay?
okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
Okay. Just a minute. I'll take
Ma'am.
the attendance and leave you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. 6A, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Aaron Anthony,
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav Sajan,
Present, ma'am.
Abhyuday George,
Present, ma'am.
Altina,
Present, ma'am.
Ameya, Amita,
Present, ma'am.
Ananya Jinto,
Present, ma'am.
Ananda Krishnan, Ananya K. Vijesh,
Present, ma'am.
Anna Tekumdala, yes. Anthony Vijo, present.
Present, ma'am.
Arjun Krishna, absent. Devika, can you help me with the absentees? Arjun Krishna, is he present?
No, ma'am.
Absent.
No, ma'am, he's absent.
Ashish Unni, present. Atul, present.
Present.
Then Ayan Muhammad,
Not
present.
present, ma'am.
Okay, Ayush,
Ma'am, he's present, but he has some connection problem.
okay. Devaganga,
Present, ma'am.
Namasya, present. Then Devika, present. Emil,
Present, ma'am.
Francis,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Geetika,
Present, ma'am.
Harriet, present. Haya, absent.
Yes, ma'am.
Absent.
Ismail,
Present, ma'am.
Kanishk videos off, right?
Yes.
Malavika, Nihal, Sanaika,
Present, ma'am.
Savio.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Smriti.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Shravana,
Present, ma'am.
Tirudra, Vinayak,
Present, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Vrinsha, present.
Present.
Okay.
ma'am, Sridhara is present.
Okay, fine. Thank you then. Go
Thank
through
you,
the
ma'am.
function, okay?
Thank you,
Revise
ma'am.
the
Thank you,
functions.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye,
good
ma'am.